You?
I am good.
Hey, Rachel.
Hey,
So,
How's it going?
not bad.
I love your hair. Your hair looks
Thank
so.
you.
that's awesome.
Love it.
You know what? For last Super Saturday, Hope did her hair all purple, and I'd been toying with it. I'm like, it's just hair. It's just hair. If it becomes so bad, I'll dye it brown.
It looks great. I'll be right back. Alrighty. Yeah, when I seen your hair, it made me want to do something to mine. Now I want to. Now I want to do something to mine. I'm like, oh, I haven't done my hair in months.
And it's hard. Like, I naturally have hair like you.
Yeah.
Like, it's super curly, like Kira hair.
Good night, honey.
So to keep it up like this probably took me an hour and a half to blow dry. And
Well, it looks good.
oh, well.
It's gorgeous.
So I only wash it twice a week.
Yeah, I do the same
How's it
thing.
going?
I do the same.
I'm in a dilemma.
What's up?
What's that? I'm signing a guy up from Smithers, but I don't have a guy accountability group. I only have a female group. I'm going to have to ask Jamie if I can toss him in his.
Why don't you just start adding guys?
Because it'll invade our girls' privacy.
Oh yeah.
We have a very yeah, it's not a unisex. I don't think. Yeah, I think it'll hurt our group. We only have 30-something people, right? It's not huge, and yeah.
Yeah, some girls are funny that way.
A guy in there. It'd be different if we started it out that way.
Having a guy in accountability group.
Do you have guys,
Yeah.
Rachel?
So I'm gonna have to
I
talk to Jamie.
do. How did it start? It started off with someone's husband, and then everyone's like, "Can I add my husband?" I'm like, "Sure, why not?" So right now it's all hubbies in there, and they participate. It's great.
Yeah. If it was their hubbies, like the girls that we have already, we've had them for like 6-7 months. If it was their hubbies and their choice, I think it would be okay. But to be like, hey, some strange dude we're going to put in the group where you guys expose all your stuff. I don't know. I guess I could ask.
And it could
You know what?
be for him too, because there's only one guy,
That's
right?
right.
You could. It's so funny because half the time my ladies forget that there's men in the group, and they're like, "It's Shark Week. I'm so crappy." They don't care.
I'll just wait a couple minutes here. Wait a couple more.
Yeah. Rachel should be on.
Yeah, Rachel will be on for
I like
sure.
her.
Marie should be on. She might be a little bit late.
Okay. Which Melissa is that? We've got two Melissas. I think other Melissa has a headache. You have no sound,
Yeah.
Diana? Okay. Diana has no sound.
No?
I've got it.
Oh, she got it.
Oh, perfect. Okay. Oh, these earphones are loud. Okay, well, you could just start if you want, Rachel, and then if they jump on late, I'm recording anyways, so.
Should
I have the ability to share screen, right?
Oh, right. Do I have to make you a host? I've never done this before. So,
Here, let me try. And you can guys can tell me if you see it.
oh yeah, it works. Yep.
Woo!
Perfect. Okay, should we mute?
I ran my first Zoom call. Sorry, go ahead.
I'm going to get everyone to mute.
Okay. So I talk fast. So I'm going too fast. Somebody say something. Okay. So first of all, thanks for having me on. Believe it or not, I've been Diamond for a year and I don't really have a team. So I guess this gives me practice. So today, obviously, we're going to talk about the importance of hitting Success Club and how it can grow your business. So my outlook every month is to try and hit 5 or 10 before like the 10th or the 15th of the month. Because then after you can focus on your challenge groups, you can focus on your posting, you can focus on your vital behaviors, and you don't have to have that mad scramble dash that everyone has that last week of the month. Plus, if you're hitting SC5, which is when we start getting all the free swag and stuff, that is great content for posting. If you get a free t-shirt or you get a free, I remember one of, I think it was a year ago now, we got a free conference call with Jen Sincero, who wrote You Are a Badass. So that's great stuff to post about and to attract new coaches. So you just try and get all your touch bases and your conversations going with all your potentials all the time so that you have all these people lined up for the beginning of the month. So it's really easy to say hit Success Club 5 and 10 by the 10th and 15th. So I'm sure you're like, hello. Hands down, so there's kind of 4 steps I look at it, but hands down, number 1 are your posts. I post anywhere between 3 to 5 times a day, and every post needs to have a purpose. Every post needs to have some sort of intent, and it doesn't always have to be Beachbody related, although you kind of want to intertwine some sort of wellness or taking care of yourself in there so that they can always relate that back to you. So my posts are either one of 3 things. It's either a straight out invite to being a coach or a challenger, to get traction or foot traffic to my page, or you are giving something of value to somebody. So I have some examples of posts. So these are my invite posts, and the one on the left is strictly for a challenge group. And you want to talk about how amazing your challenge groups are, and everything that you get out of it and how excited your challengers are. You want to create FOMO, like that fear of missing out, and make it seem like a desirable place to be in. Really, really important are your pictures. You need something to get people to stop scrolling, right? So it has to be super good lighting. You guys would laugh if you saw how I prep my pictures. Like, I will take my dinner outside if the lighting is best. I bought this lamp back here. I will put it right over my food if that's how I'm going to get the best picture. Filter, and some sort of text to make it pop, because there's just so much on Facebook that just people are like this. They're just scrolling. So if they see you as opposed to a generic quote or just something you've swiped off the internet, they're going to stop because they're going to think, okay, what is she up to? And super important is the call to action. So at the end of the post, like in mine, you say, we still have a handful of spots left. Reach out to me if you're interested in becoming the strongest you've ever been. So you have to leave it in their hands at that point. You can even do befores and afters as long as you have permission from your challengers and say, this is the kind of amazing stuff that we have going in our groups. And then obviously we also want to attract coaches. So the one on the right is just, coach life, right? You obviously don't want to attract people that think this is a get rich quick scheme. So you do have to explain that you you want big dreams and big goals, but you work for it. But you don't want to make it seem too hard either, but that it's doable for everyone. And again, putting out that call to action to people, you know, are you happy with your life right now? Are you passionate about your job? If not, like, I'm available anytime, ask me any question, make yourself really accessible. One thing that I've actually picked up from Bonnie Engel, and she brought this up at Summit last year, was if you are really good at sharing your coach life on your personal page, there's no need for a sneak peek. If you are honest, if you're out there and you just let everybody know on a daily basis what you do and you're very transparent about it, they won't have many questions. And what Bonnie does too is she makes a list of all of her objections. Guys, make a list of every excuse that you have heard anybody ever say and make posts about them, because everybody's thinking it, right? It's too expensive. And then you do a post about priorities and putting your finances in check and putting your health first. So that's where you can get really good ideas about posts, is your objections and the hurdles that you get. Like, I've heard every excuse, and I'm sure you have too, but face them and put them on Facebook, because chances are more than one person is wondering. So that's the invite post. The second type of post that I do is to get traction on my page. So make it something that you're interested in. Don't pick something random. You have to relate it to your life. If it seems way off from you, people will see it as disingenuous. So for me, my thing is hair and makeup, obviously. So before I did this, I posted that post on the right. People want to give their opinion. Trust me, if there is an opportunity online on Facebook to give your opinion, people will give it to you. And the way that Facebook works is that if a friend of yours, so if a friend of mine made a comment that, oh, I really love option C, her friend's going to see that she commented, and her friend will either like or also comment. And this is an opportunity for you to friend people. Go through, I don't know how many, I'm going to look it up. I don't know how many likes I got on the hair thing. I think it was over 100. I clicked on the actual like. I'm going to try and bring it up. And I just scrolled through. And people that weren't my friend and who weren't coaches, because you don't want to fill up your friends list with too many coaches, I just went to town. And you just friend everyone. And that's how you get more foot traffic to your own personal page. And then in turn, you invite those people to your biz page. So a live video where you're also creating foot traffic is a good opportunity as well. I always make fun of my kids because I don't know if anybody else's kids do this, but they watch people open Kinder eggs on YouTube. It's silly. I didn't get it. But when I opened my FabFitFun box at the beginning of the month, I had over 2,000 people watch me open a box of makeup. And I met people that I didn't know, that they weren't my friends. And again, friend. And as soon as you friend them, remember, Facebook has changed. So I don't know if I'll show my phone, but as soon as you friend someone, they accept your friend request, it pops up on your messenger. It'll say, so-and-so is your friend now. Message them right away and say, hey, thanks for accepting my friend request. Thanks for the shout out on my post. Thanks for following me. Because as soon as you start a conversation with someone on Messenger, Facebook will populate your posts in their feed more often. So they'll see you more often if you do this. So that's how you get more foot. I know it's tough. Everyone says just add friends to your page. And I used to have a problem going to the friends tab and adding randos. But if you've got people coming and watching your videos and giving their opinion on your stuff, it's an in, and you don't feel so uncomfortable anymore. So the third type of post is something of value. So we all know that going live is huge. Facebook loves to show videos, especially live videos. So go live making dinner. I usually don't plan it. When I pre-plan it too much, that's when things go awry. Let your kids walk in, let your kids bug you, let them make noise. I have had people tell me that they have signed up with me because I'm just real. I don't try and hide the fact that my kids are all up in my business all day or they're screaming. Like, that's just my life. So this was me going live the other night making turkey taco lettuce wraps. They didn't turn out like wraps. They ended up like bowls of a big deal. So I took this screenshot, I think the day after I did it. So I don't know if the views are up to now, but they're almost at 450. And then what you can also do is, I know you have to live in the moment when you post. You think of something great and you post it, but there's no reason you can't have like a backup amount of posts in your pocket. If you have a really great meal that you've already posted that morning, take a picture, filter it, edit it, whatever, and keep it in your camera roll for a day where you are struggling for something to post. Again, really good light. Try and put your food on just a flat, like just, a table where it's all one color around it. So the focus is the food. Either this was how to build a salad, a layered salad, and how salads aren't boring. So you have to give them something of value. Otherwise you're like, oh, there's Rachel on Facebook again asking me to join her challenge groups. So you have to give something of value. So this wasn't necessarily a recipe, but you have to give them hints, even if it's like different stretches, but just something that they can have, something tangible and they can take and make work in their life. So that's posting. So as you can see, I don't always talk about fitness, but there's always something of value behind each post. Even the video that I did on opening my makeup bag, when I was done, I told everyone that I used to treat myself with food. And that's how I got to where I was at 225 pounds. But instead, I take the money I would have spent on garbage and I treat myself every month, $20 for a little thing in the mail of makeup. To me, it makes me feel good. And I always tell everyone, we're not dogs. We shouldn't treat ourselves with food. But I always bring the video back around to health and wellness. So the second part of getting your SC points up there is building relationships, and not necessarily with potentials, but with the people that you already have. So I run 2 challenge groups. One is my active Shakeology drinkers, people on BOD, so basically my paying customers. And then I have a challenge group of people who either don't order Shake-Yo anymore, but I really don't want to leave them stranded. So I have 100 people in each group. So my husband runs the quieter group and I run the busier group. And I know it's hard. Some of us have full-time jobs, but I call the 3 E's. I can't see it. Can someone tell me what the top one says? It's covered. Well, engage, encourage, and events. So engage. You don't have to write a novel on everyone's post, but you need to at least like it, make a quick comment, know that you're there. Because if your challengers are posting all day and you don't reply or you don't at least acknowledge that you're watching, they're going to say, where's my coach? And another big part of engage too is I know that I give an assignment every morning. So today was our why day. I haven't done it yet, but I'm going to do it a bit later, but I'm going to post my why. So you have to participate in your challenges or your assignments that you give every day. Again, that's a tidbit from Bonnie Engel. You have to show them that you're in this as much as they are. So you have to engage with them. The second E is encourage. So especially for the new people, like I don't know why, but lately people are making the containers like such a big deal. And I tell them just to keep it simple. So when it does click and when they do get it, you got to really praise them, encourage them. If you have someone in your challenge group who you see has coach potential, sit back, don't answer the questions, and encourage them to answer the questions. I've got a girl in my group who is like this close to coaching. I let her answer the questions before I get to them. And there's even other people in the group going, oh, why aren't you a coach yet? So you have to encourage those people and thank them, private message them too, and say, hey, you're really stepping up in the group. I really appreciate it. In my case, there's 100 people in there and it's hard to kind of keep track of everybody. And then finally is events. I try and do something local every month. Most of my people seem to be from my area. So we do things like, we had a potluck dinner at Christmas, those paint and wine nights, you can do those. I had a Stella and Dot party at my house. We have if you guys have those trampoline clubs, we do like a trampoline aerobics class every month or so. Sometimes it's 5 people, sometimes 30 people show up. But one thing I'm super proud of the people in my group is that it's become a community for them. And when they can say that it's a safe place that they can go to and they have real friendships, that's when they start telling their friends, hey, you know, I have a challenger right now who's gone back to college for aesthetics. And she messaged me today and she's like, oh, I was telling someone in my class about how awesome our group is and she's going to talk to you now. So this is how it all relates back to getting your Success Club points. If you create a safe place that they love, and it's so funny, we have Zoom calls every Wednesday just to chat, and I can't even get a word in edgewise because they're all laughing and giggling with each other. And that's the kind of camaraderie that you want to foster, because then they're going to tell their friends, I have this awesome group. Like, I've made so many new friends. So that's why you have to build your relationships within your group, more so than the random people on Facebook, because your challengers are the best people to refer you. So, and follow up. This is another one. And I was so bad at this. I would start random conversations on Facebook Messenger and have, like, the next week, totally forget who I talked to. Keep a list on your iPad, on your phone, on a piece of paper of who you talk to. If you talk to anybody about the program, oh, sorry, there's a typo on here. You need to touch base with them at least once a month. Once a round is over, because I know for me, a big excuse from people is, well, I'll join the next round. So once that round's over, you message them again. Round's done. You're going to join us for the next one? And literally, you are going to message them until they tell you to stop or they block you. That's also something from Bonnie as well. And you got to ask for the business. Go in your group and say, and I always do it a little bit subliminally at first, and I say, you know, this program is best done if you're doing it with a partner, if you have a best friend that wants in on it, a cousin, your parents, somebody, let me know. I'll reach out to them. And another one too is, and I know a lot of you must do it because they're in the scripts that Jamie and Kim gave us, but the day where you ask them to post on their personal page. That's a big one too. I stopped doing it for a while and I'm going to start doing it again. But you just have to be outright. It's like, my insurance guy came over yesterday and he's like, can you refer to people to me? It's the same thing. So you got to ask for the business, follow up until they don't want to hear from you anymore, and make sure to keep track of everybody who you've ever spoken to. Even if it's someone, I spoke to someone yesterday who's 32 weeks pregnant, and I'm like, there is no potential here. She's like, get back to me in April. And I was totally going to write her off. And then obviously I friended her on Facebook. And 2 hours later, she posted on Facebook, do Beachbody as soon as I have this baby. So she's put it out there into the world. And I told myself, I can't discount people. I don't know what people are thinking. So you got to keep track of it. I was so bad. I was literally on my Facebook Messenger scrolling, figuring out who I talked to and hadn't said yes yet. Sorry. So being a product of the product. This is my fourth big thing when it comes to getting Success Club points. I know not all of us have a huge transformation journey, but you got to find that one thing that changed your life, and how Beachbody made it happen. If Beachbody made you better off financially, talk about it. I'm digressing a bit from this post, but you have to hone in on your market. So for me, I've lost 120 pounds. I'm a stay-at-home mom. That's my thing. I'm focusing on moms who have forgotten about themselves, who have not put themselves first anymore. So I need to post my workout daily and tell these people, I've got 3 kids and I figure out how to find 30 minutes a day. And it's not just a photo or a video. There has to be good text that goes along with it. You need to tell people how it makes you feel. How do you fit it into your day? How it's changed your life. And you have to talk about how the programs not only affect you physically, because what I've learned very quickly is that some people can get offended really fast on Facebook when you talk about weight loss. So you got to talk about the mental aspect as well, right? You know, for me, I had a lot of anxiety before I started this. So I find when I get my 30 minutes in a day, I'm a lot more patient with my kids. And that's what I got to talk about on Facebook. People want you to get real, right? You can't gloss over things. And if there's a new product or like, you know, All Access or when Quarter Force came out, you have to hype it up almost every day, if not every other day. You have to be excited about it. They need to feel the excitement in your post. You have to go live about it. And you have to commit to that program, right? So when Quarter Force came out, I committed that I would do it for a full month. Now that BOD is out, I'm doing a hybrid calendar to show people, you know, how extensive the library is. And so if you get bored of it, but this is how, again, you get Success Club, right? Because you're showing people that you're not just this coach peddling stuff, that you are doing it every day. And you're a challenger yourself too, right? So if you focus on posting with intent, following up, building your relationships, and being a product of the product, you will get there. And I'd say posting with intent is number one, and it ties into all of this stuff, right? I look back a year ago at some of my posts and I'm like, oh, those were rough. Like they were just like upper fix done. And then a selfie. And they're like, people are like, oh, she worked out, big friggin' deal. Right? You need to say how it makes you feel. You need to say that you are available to them all the time. You need to let them know that you will talk to them anytime, that you need to be their go-to person, that when they finally click saying, I want to get healthy, well, you know, Rachel says she's always there for me. And that's another thing too. Scroll Facebook and like everything that your friends post. Not other coaches, but like, and that's another thing. If you want to unfollow other coaches, because I found it was bogging down my news feed and I couldn't actually find people I was just friends with, but comment and like on their stuff, because when that does click one day and they want to get healthy, they'll be like, oh, you know, Rachel's always commenting on my stuff. She seems really involved in my life and like she cares about me, and they'll trust you. Yeah, so I thought, oh, I made it in time. I wanted to leave some time to field questions.
That was great, Rachel. Thank you. If you just have any questions, just unmute yourselves.
Oh, there we go.
There we go.
I just want to say you're awesome, Rachel.
Oh, thank you.
And I love your post. And you're one of the coaches that are still on my page.
Oh,
but it is important to unfollow a lot of them.
You know what, though? I make sure to follow a couple that you kind of that you like, kind of jive with. So I follow Bonnie Engel and Amy Silverman. I'm not their friends, but I will follow them. Because I get it. Sometimes we can't think of stuff anymore. I have those days where I'm like, oh, I don't want to post on Facebook. So you got to get inspiration from other people too.
Yeah. No, I agree.
Before I was involved.
Oh, my computer almost died there. Does anyone else have any other questions?
Sure, I do. Do you have different posts on your personal page than your business page?
No. So what I'll do is, if it's just a video I pre-recorded or a picture, I won't share it, but I will copy and paste the text from my personal to my business with the picture. If I've gone live on my personal page, I'll share it to my business page, because I have found that you get much more traction going live on your personal page and then sharing to your business than the other way around. Going live on your business page and then sharing to your personal, not so much. On your personal page, you have all your friends, right? And they're all watching and they're liking. So you get your likes up that way. And then just share it over to your business page. No need to duplicate the content.
Anyone else? No? Good. The awkward silence. Okay, well, I'm going to take a picture, and if you guys decide you have a question, then we can do it. Okay, Randa's, I don't see your head, but we're going to take a picture anyways. Everyone smile! That was great, Rachel. Thank you so much for that. It was helpful.
Thank you, Rachel.
Thank you.
Thank you, Rachel. That was awesome.
So who's coming to Summit? Who
Me!
I get to meet?
I'm hoping.
I'm gonna try. I'm
supposed to
trying.
be.
No, I got my ticket. I'm coming.
I got a room booked for 4 people, so.
It'll change your life. It'll
Where's
so
Summit?
change your
Where's
life.
Summit?
I'm working on it.
Where Summit? Summit's in New Orleans, July 12th to the 16th?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally change your life. It's not just for Beachbody. Like, I just feel like you leave every seminar feeling like a good human.
Oh, I believe it. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You're like on this natural high for 4 days.
Wow.
Are you going to
How do you
GoPro?
go?
Oh, sorry. Interrupted.
Oh,
You're not going? No, I
How
can't
do
go
you
either.
like go?
How do you go to
between Punta
Summit?
Cana and New Orleans.
Yeah, like what do you have to do?
To get to, well, you got to hit Success Club 5 in the first, what is it?
3
Your
months.
second month of coaching,
Mhm.
and then the next 3 after that,
Okay.
or 2 after that. So 3 months in a row. But you can actually, yeah. That
Or you can buy a ticket there. I know last year Carla went last minute and she bought a ticket at the door.
Yeah.
How much are the ticket?
Oh,
I paid 140
40.
something,
yeah.
or was it 140?
I think they're on sale right now
Did
for
I get
140.
non-transferable?
Mm-hmm.
You telling me I paid more when they first came out at the end of Summit last?
And if you bought a non-refundable one, it was cheaper. If you bought a refundable one, it was more expensive.
Oh, maybe I got the transferable one because I thought it was more. I bought me and Aaron one. I don't know. Oh well.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm going.
I'm just thinking of the.
Oh, there's a big room where all they sell is Beachbody swag, and it's like super cheap. I went 3 times. And they
Very
give you
cool.
free stuff too. Like they had these huge bins full of like the personal fat
Very
tracker,
tasty.
the pinchers, and like a lot of resistance bands for free. So like I took like 20 and I brought them home as prizes.
And so
Good.
You got your money's worth.
Totally.
what's your ticket? Your blood pressure thing? Did you hear that?
Yes. Awesome.
Yeah, so I guess it's just about goal setting, and the month is halfway done. So we just all need to focus on getting to Success Club, and we're good to
I'm
go.
focusing. I'm working right now.
I know, I've been working lots lately too.
You know, January's supposed to be the easiest month. I'm not having much success here.
No, it's hard for me right now too. I find a lot of people are sitting, like in my sent section. I have about 20 in my sent section, and no one's finishing their enrollment. It's very frustrating.
People haven't got their credit card bill yet. I don't think. From
That's
Still
Christmas.
biting them in the ass.
That's what they're waiting for.
Rachel, did you sell mostly all access this month, or what did you sell this month?
Yeah, so I sent out maybe, because you saw I was at SC4 on Monday, and then by Thursday I was at SC29.
Yeah.
So they were all, a 21 Day Fit, mostly all access, but I was lucky that some people got busy with New Year's and forgot to do it. And then January 1st came and I reminded them. And then I think it was like 6 more people signed up with the all access.
Oh, yeah.
So sometimes you don't want to, if you've already hit Success Club 10, you don't want to really light a fire under people's ass and first of the next month and remind them.
It's too
Yeah.
late for that.
I wish we had better internet.
Too late for that, man. It's bedtime.
Yeah, the
Been nice.
Wi-Fi's hard. I have a hard time selling those all access because so many people have such limited Wi-Fi and data.
I have no luck.
Yeah.
Yeah, because my Wi-Fi is not cheap. I've been limited. It's $120 just for the Wi-Fi, and I live across the street from a brand new hospital. Ever since like my Wi-Fi sucks.
Yeah. Rachel's having problems. I
My
think
bod
she's-
freezes all the time.
Yeah, mine freezes all the time too, and it drives me crazy.
Yeah.
Like I have to unplug my internet and plug it back in and wait like half an hour.
and then you got to start your workout all over again. Yeah.
Oh, that's frustrating.
And I find you can pause the workouts on bod. If you pause them for too long and you go to play again, they don't play anymore.
So it's
Yeah.
like I pause it to take like a Snapchat or something, and then I go to play it again, and then I have to start all over.
Although they have changed it that if you go back into the workout, you can click
Yeah.
resume workout.
Yeah.
That's new. I love
Yeah.
that.
You want to just